Hello, citizen or citizens of the world. Welcome to the European Show. It's your new one-stop shop for transcontinental politics, society, and the occasional scandal or scandals. I'm Abby Bella. It's 100 seconds to midnight on the Doomsday Clock, and this is my outsider view of what happened in Europe this week. Let's take a look. It seems that Britain has gone to war with France. That's right. There's like navy being deployed to pacify the French on the border seas. This is what's happening. This is all to do with Brexit. This is all. I mean, it writes itself. The comedy writes itself. Monty Python forever. So there's this like whole weird feud going around between United Kingdom and the European Union and different countries within the European Union, and it's to do with fishing. While everyone was kind of part of the Union, everyone was fishing in each other's waters and, you know, kind of cooperating and collaborating peacefully in the Union. And since that stopped, there's been some lack of clarity as to who can go where, who can fish where. It's not like, you know, set in stone. A lot of these new regulations are just coming in, so people are kind of doing it as they go along, kind of making it up. And the United Kingdom took umbrage at the fact that French fisher people and fishing vessels were kind of going into regions of the United Kingdom where they're not supposed to be fishing and where they need a permit to fish. And a lot of these people from France who were doing the fishing weren't kind of clear. It hadn't been communicated properly that they needed the permit, and because it's all so new, it was a total mess. So we ended up with all these French people doing the fishing on the wrong side of the sea, and the British side getting really effed off, and there was like a kind of standoff on that, and then the French got really, really pissed. And because we're all so connected and everything's so close to each other, and it used to be such like a strong and unanimous collaboration in the European Union, there's like anomalies to this. So there's this island, the island of Jersey in the United Kingdom is you know, one of those kind of boring middle-class islands. A lot of rich people go there to live. You know, Jersey's kind of posh. It's tiny. But the thing about Jersey is that it gets a lot of its electricity from France because it's so close. So the island of Jersey became this like pawn in this war game between France and England and fishing and fisheries. And France threatened to cut off the electricity supply on Jersey Island if the British would not like tone down with the whole permits on fishing, and if, you know, like if communication was not improved, the people of Jersey would lose their electricity. This is like literal reversing of the Enlightenment here. We're watching this in real time. We're actually going back to the Middle Ages, but this is not the end of the story, because then when the French threatened this, the UK got really, really angry, and they sent their navy to meet these fisher people. They sent a warship to block the fishing. And that is the war with France. We're having like a navy standoff. The warships have since retrieved, and bloodshed has been avoided this time around. But it just goes to show you how constantly close Europe is to its heritage and its history, and it's all just like full of these ridiculous ironies. Because of course France and England have been warring forever, since like the beginning of Europe. Since people could speak Latin in these lands. They've been at war. They've been killing each other, invading each other. What can I say? It's been like war after war after war. And incredibly ironically, we kind of had the anniversary of the death of Napoleon on the 5th of May, which is like kind of when this whole thing was going down. So it's just like, it's a delicious story, and it's so stupid, and it just kind of unmasks this like the whole futility of something like Brexit, where you're so connected to everyone else. We are like, whether you're the kind of person who's like an anti-globalist left person or progressive, or whether you're pro a kind of universal kind of leftism. One thing is true: you can't reverse the kinds of connections we already have, and when you try to, this is what happens. Like, it took a week, and Britain was like at war with France. If someone had said that this would happen, like that the Navy would be deployed to like bully French people 5 years ago, 10 years ago, like it's surreal. It's just surreal. But this is, again, like, this is the level of politics we have attained. This is the rock bottom, the bottom of the sea. And it kind of almost makes me think, like, I mean, you know, the joke is that, you know, like, did Brexit happen just because England secretly wanted to go to war with France? Was that the intention? We just wanted to go to war with France, but it was awkward because we were like allies before as part of the European Union. So the Conservative government went through this entire like pro-Brexit thing and they just orchestrated that so they could invade France and kill the French. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it so much. Wherever you are, whoever you are, until I see you again, take care of yourself and stay safe out there.